Hola cafeños, we're Cafe Caliente Travels. I'm David.
And I am Travis.
And today we are exploring the beaches of Merida.
So let's go. This is our first beach day in Merida in like over a year.
Yeah, we've only been to Progresso one time, and that was when we first moved. And now that I am a beach person, we have to go.
So today we're actually gonna go to two beaches. We're gonna go first to the town of Sisal and explore that area, which is super rich in history and apparently has a beautiful beach. And then we're gonna head down the coast to Progresso and see what we can see.
We are using a different car rental company today, so we will make sure to link his information below.
Right now, we gotta grab an Uber to go get the car. This guy's name is Carlos, and we were told to look for a greenhouse. I think we found it. This house is very green. If you want to rent a scooter, this is the place to come to.
Yeah, who knew? I didn't know this was happening back here.
They're so shiny and nice. So we just asked, and the Vespa is 700 pesos a day, which is about $35. Not too bad. That was so easy.
Yeah, so easy, and they have very new cars.
This car was 1,050 pesos a day with an 8,000 peso deposit.
So that's about $50 a day, which is pretty typical from what we've rented before.
Yeah, we usually use Veloz down in Centro. We heard that this place was also a good bet, so we wanted to check it out and let you guys know, and pretty good. All right, now we have about an hour drive out to Sisal.
So let's go.
We did it, we're here.
We made it, we made it.
Let's take a look around. Hola, Sisal. This is beautiful.
The water is blue.
The sand is white.
And it just looks like it just stretches forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Sisal is a charming little fishing town that has never had more than 1,500 people as residents. It has been deemed a new Pueblo Mágico, but the residents don't really appreciate that because the infrastructure doesn't really have the capacity to support a lot of tourists.
Historically, this is where Heineken was shipped to the rest of the world. It was a booming port town that was founded by the Spanish. The Mayans were actually the ones who discovered Heineken, which is a fiber from a plant that was used in rope and nets and hammocks and shirts and all types of products, but the most important of which was twine and rope. And Heineken actually became known as Sisal because the crates that came from this port of Sisal were stamped with Sisal, and so people thought that the Heineken inside was called Sisal.
The more you know.
And Heineken was so important to agriculture around the world because it did not rot, it did not mold, it was and is a very, very strong natural fiber. For a time, this port had basically a near monopoly on the production of Heineken or Sisal around the world, and the US was actually buying 90% 50% of their Henneken output. But eventually, when the world moved on from this natural fiber to, I believe, synthetic fibers, the town kind of went back to its sleepy fishing roots. We're sitting in front of the small fort that was built around the lighthouse to protect the port and next to 2 giant cannons, which were used to protect the port from pirates.
Arr!
I should say we are here in probably the low season because it is so hot. Most people come here during the winter and it is a little bit, it's still warm, but it's not as blazing hot. And obviously it's colder everywhere else on the globe.
There are restaurants here, mainly seafood. So if you're vegan, trying to get your eat on, you're not gonna find much.
Pack a sandwich.
Yes, we did. We planned ahead. But if you aren't vegan, there are a couple of options for you to choose from.
In terms of things to do in Sisal, there are a number of excursions to go on. You can go see the nearby mangrove. You can get a tour of the Flamingo Reserve, which is just down the shore.
You can also snorkel to the reef, which is about a mile out from the shore.
None of which we're gonna do today. But there are options.
Now we're gonna drive down the coast toward Progresso.
So let's go. Okay, so we thought we could drive along the coast.
But turns out that you cannot.
We should have looked at Google Maps about 45 minutes ago because we've been driving on these little dirt roads by these really nice new constructed beach houses in the middle of nowhere. And then we're like, I don't know if this connects.
But this wouldn't be a cafe con leche trip without a little bit of chaos.
So now we're driving kind of back through Sisal, back down towards Merida, and then back out towards Progresso. A little more driving than we thought we were gonna do. We thought it was gonna be an easy triangle. It is not an easy triangle.
Not at all.
Next stop, Progresso. Did it. An hour and a half later, we are here. Let's go see this next beach. So what's wild is it kind of feels like a pool.
Yeah, walking up to the beach from the parking spot even, it's like silence. And I'm used to walking up to a beach that you can hear the waves. You cannot hear any waves.
I mean, they're you can probably hear them now because they're little ankle waves.
Really, really something.
And next to, what we've read is the longest pier in the world. We were here a year and a half ago and it looks like they're really building up the malecòn, the walking area. I don't know, everything looks like it's getting done up, gussied up out here.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's really nice. This is way nicer than I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, Progresso. standing in front of a playa inclusiva, like wheelchair access to the beach, which is the first time I think I've ever seen that here.
Yeah.
Or anywhere for that record.
It may exist in other beaches, but yeah, we have not seen it up close.
That is so wonderful. So if you have mobility issues, Progresso is friendly. That's great.
Yeah.
So there's a new structure that was not here a year ago. If anyone knows what this is, let us know in the comments. Looks like maybe little shops, maybe
I don't know.
a museum. What's happening? They're really stepping it up out here, and I'm impressed. There is no sargassum like there is in the Riviera Maya. The water is beautiful and perfect. It is not very crowded. It is a weekday.
And you can catch the sunrise and the sunset from this beach.
We've been running all over Mexico and this beach was 20 minutes away. Embarrassing. So it's kind of fitting that we went to Sisal first, loud birds, and ended the day in Progresso.
Because the Mexican government moved the shipping port from Sisal to Progresso.
And built the longest pier in the world, and now Progresso is built up. It's a main shipping center. We think that cruise ships come in here. Correct us if we're wrong in the comments, but pretty sure that that's the case. And Sisal kind of reverted back to its sleepy fishing town.
And it's only getting more and more built up.
Yeah, Progresso is popping off.
There's a lot to see here and eat here, especially if you're not vegan.
So if you are plant-based, again, pack a lunch. If you know of a good vegan spot in Progresso, please leave it in the comments, because we do not, and we would love to get a meal out here. We actually ran into 2 subscribers, which was awesome and wonderful. We love when you guys say hi in public, and one family lives out here, which is awesome. They used Edna, found a place. Congratulations, you guys are lucky. You are winning.
And we also ran into Luis.
Oh yeah!
First time with us seeing him without a mask on, so we were like, oh my gosh, it's your whole face.
Luis, who is our driver, who is kind enough to pick us up at like way too early in the morning to take us to the airport when we have trips, was randomly in Progresso, so it was meant to be. We are really blown away. I think when we came last time, it was November 2020, and you know, we're still in the throes of that which shall not be named, and so there wasn't a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I just had like a meh impression of Progresso. I was like, that's fine, it's fine. And today I'm like, what? This has been here the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, the water, especially for someone like me, I don't like the big waves, because that's what makes me not want to get in. But the water is perfect. There was a woman out there that was gonna do some paddle boarding. So it's just like calm, serene, peaceful, and beautiful.
Yeah, this is great. And I am annoyed that we haven't come more, and now we will. Now we will be here every weekend. Okay, we just walked under the pier and on a pier, and this is amazing. There's a tequila museum over here. There's a whole nother pier, lights at night. I'm sure this is like gorgeous, all lit up.
Yeah, it looks like there used to be a little kids amusement park. I don't think that that's open right now either, but none of this was here before, but maybe it was and we didn't see it.
If we didn't see it, that's embarrassing. This definitely was, well, I don't know. Was it here a year and a half ago? Let us know. This is tremendous though.
We need to reevaluate our lives.
That was really surprising.
I can't believe what we've been missing out on.
We've been running around Mexico, which, very glad, but now we can confidently compare this malecòn to the one in Puerto Vallarta, Puerto Escondido, like, you know, all the places we've been, and Progresso holds up.
Yeah, and
it's just getting started.
so it's only getting like more and more and more built up.
So I know that at the end of every video, we're always like, we will be back when we're leaving places, but like, joke's on you, we live here. We will be back to this 20 minutes away from our place. And we might get a new place on the beach, on this beach. You can tell that we don't put a lot of planning into our videos because had we done like a minimal amount of research about what's been going on in Progresso in the last year and a half,
We would have known.
we wouldn't have been this surprised. But wow.
But what a good surprise. Right behind us, 20 minutes behind us, is all of this beautifulness.
All right, we come out with new videos every week. As you can tell from our level of excitement, we will be making more videos in Progresso, so get ready for that. If you have tips on places to eat, things to do, specifically plant-based options, meals in Progresso, please leave those in the comments so we can come back and explore this properly, because I'm excited for that.
Me too. Make sure you hit the bell because that really helps us out and gets our videos out to like-minded people just like you.
All right, here comes our tagline.
Hasta luego.
We'll see you next time.